Hello and welcome everybody. This is International Master Sam Shankland, and today I'd like to continue talking about my game with Jan Ehlvest from the Chicago Open. So I left off with this position after rook d6, and I said that black was in some pretty dire straits. But here there is actually a pretty strong defensive idea that I had come up with, and I'm hoping I can maybe give you a chance to try to figure out what it is. Maybe you thought about it since the last video. So if you haven't, you can pause your time now and try to think about what black can try to do to defend himself. And so I'll give you a second to do that now. Okay, if you haven't paused your video, close your ears because I'm going to start going. So the first things I considered were like knight moves to try to activate trade queens. But so a move like knight d4 calls a lot of attention to itself. But here we realize after a very strong move, bishop f1, really black's problems are not solved by a queen exchange. For example, after queen c4, bishop c4, rook g6 is still in the air, f7 still needs constant protection, rook d7 is now threatened, rook b7 is now threatened. The entire position is on the brink of collapse. So white's bishop on f1, bishop on g2, who hasn't been playing a very active role for the most part, now comes into the game with extreme effect. And it looks, again, now rook takes g6 is threatened, and there's not much black can do about it. He can maybe try b5, but after some like even queen d5, for example, it maybe will be difficult for him to reorganize. White also can consider simply taking the queen and playing a pawn-up endgame after bishop takes b5. I thought that there were many options for white here that left him with a good position. So I thought for a little while longer and eventually decided that in this position I could take on g4. So the idea is takes and now queen takes, forcing the knight to move back to either f3 or h3. And if that happens and I quickly play rook d8, knight d4, I thought black should be okay. However, of course, I knew that there's no way this knight's retreating. White's going to be playing aggressive moves. Rook takes g6 is no good on a kind of queen h5 check, picking up the rook. I should also point out, previously, if rook takes g6 here, I think after a strong move, knight e7, threatening a queen trade, threatening the rook, white does not quite have enough to generate a winning attack, and black's going to keep his extra material and win the game. So hg4, hg4, queen g4, and now the move I thought white was going to play was knight takes f7, sacrificing a piece to keep the fire going. Now, if rook takes f7, after rook takes b7, we see that this rook being pinned to the king is a pretty big problem. If knight d8, white simply takes it, followed by taking the rook with checkmate. And the other way to protect the rook is rook f8, but here simply rook takes c6. If we take stock of this position, white is...
We hope you enjoyed this video demo from Chess.com. Subscribe today to finish this video and get unlimited access to our full video library. Your membership also includes access to Chess Mentor, the most advanced interactive training tool available anywhere. You'll also get full access to the Opening Explorer, Tactics Trainer, and much, much more. So sign up today and get serious about improving your game.